Hello and welcome to this Central Podcast, a little coffee and a whole lot of Jesus. We don't have our coffee cups.
No.
What happened?
We'll have to improvise today.
So we're going to pretend
Stretch
that we
your
have coffee
imagination.
cups on the table hanging
it.
out with us right now. So we're so glad to have you guys with us again on this podcast. And this is exciting because we have with us, of course, I'm Pastor Michael, this is Pastor Annette. And to our left are two friends of ours, dear friends of ours, Pastors Alvin and Sennola Fruga from Owasso, Oklahoma.
That is it.
Let me tell you something.
Owasso.
I'm a Texan, and he lives in Oklahoma now. That's a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
And we're in North Carolina together. That's kind of a weird moment,
I
right?
know.
The Red River rivalry all the way up here. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not, right? So Owasso, tell us about Owasso. Tell us about Presence Theater Church and what's God doing.
Yeah. So we actually transitioned our name. We changed it from Presence Theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To now we're The Presence.
Oh,
in
nice.
Owasso. We still do theater. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But
Okay.
we're The Presence in Owasso, and who knows? Maybe there'll be The Presence in Tulsa or The Presence in.
I like that. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So Owasso is just north, about 10 minutes or so north of Tulsa.
Oh, fantastic.
And about 37,000 people. And we've been there pastoring there for 13 years.
13.
Wow.
So, and it's going good. We're excited about what God's doing. We've got a great multicultural congregation, people that love the Lord, and you know how pastoring is. It has its ebbs and flows and
Oh, buddy.
ups and downs.
Does it ever?
And but you got to be in it to win it. And so we're excited about what God is doing. So
Well, do you ever feel that Monday quit syndrome? It hits me probably about once a month, at least on Monday. It's like, I need to stop this for a while, or Lord, are you sure?
I can't say publicly what I feel. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of not being able to say it publicly, for Pastor's Appreciation, they presented my husband with this very unique award.
That's right.
Because he has said multiple times from the pulpit that, I should get an award for the things I don't say. And it happened this year.
And I got a little trophy. It was fantastic.
Yes.
I showed the whole church last week. It was wonderful. I was excited about that
it's
moment.
still not licensed to say. Just,
Right.
Yeah, keep it.
Well, and also, you guys are special to us because here at Central Triad Church, we also have what we call pastoral council members.
Yeah.
And that's pastors outside of our church that help to speak into us, direction, correction, guidance, advice whenever needed. And so you happen to be one of those.
So honored.
Isn't that cool?
I don't even know if I ever told you this, but when you all called and asked me to do that, I said to Sennola, who do they think I am?
Right.
Whoever they think I am, I hope they never find out. I'm serious. I was so honored to be a part of that for you all, and so just honored.
Well, we're thankful, man. Well, we've known you guys forever. I don't even know how far back. I kept trying to think about the day. How long have I known?
I know that I met you guys probably later than you did, but Sennola was the first lady I had in to speak to our ladies event
in Lomita,
in the little building.
That's like
when
20
we
years
first
ago.
got there, and that was
it's been a long
well.
time.
a long time ago.
All I remember is that I was the music director at at the time it was Christ Temple.
Yes, in
Dan-
Dallas.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course your sister was there, and I remember getting a call from your dad,
That's right.
And he said, "Hey, Bo."
That's Leroy Kelly. Hey, Bo. Hey, Doc.
This is Leroy Kelly, and I want you to come to my church. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what year that was. When were we?
It was.
The early 2000s. It was
it
like
was
2000.
before we came
Yeah.
to you all.
It's probably right at the end
over
of
20 years ago.
Yeah, it had to be at least over 20 years ago.
Yeah, and that's kind of my introduction into the Kelly family.
Wow. Well, that was a good introduction because
Well,
Leroy
there you go.
is an introduction by himself.
He is.
Leroy Kelly is the introduction. That dude right there.
He's awesome.
Isn't he amazing? I love him. And of course, he's senior pastor here.
Yes.
And he plays the organ every Sunday. He's out there. He just does.
Does he really play the organ?
Yes, he's up
He's
there.
back. We got him a Hammonds. He's all excited. He's up there playing every week.
Oh,
Dude can tear up an organ. I can tell you that right now.
Yes.
And it's very exciting to hear.
Every once in a while, we get him to sing.
Oh yeah. He's kind of like in that situation where now he's like, do I have to do that?
both.
Right.
Do
Well,
I
no,
have
you
to
don't
be
have
there
to,
tonight?
Joe. We
I
got
think
it.
Mom and I are going out of town.
It is that kind of atmosphere now.
Yeah.
But you guys mean a lot to, I had a memory a minute ago of us going back to Lomita one more time. You came in and helped us we did a local network in Killeen, brought their television cameras in for a live Christmas special. Remember
That's
that?
right. I remember that.
And they had the truck outside and everything. And you came in.
It probably traumatized him greatly because he tried to teach them.
You tried to teach all our people.
Oh, Carol of the Bells.
Oh, and that's hard in and of itself.
Oh, Carol of the Bells is tough.
We
where
kind of made
were
it
at
through.
was real country, and Texas, middle of Texas. And
in the middle
that
of
doesn't
nowhere.
go well with slang accent there.
Ring Christmas bells, merrily ring, tell all the real Jesus is
Oh,
king.
man, that's exactly right. We had so much fun. Those people were absolutely
They
amazing.
loved it.
They worked
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard. And you had this red, I want to call it like a smoker's jacket. Like
Yeah,
velvet
I
jacket.
remember that.
Velvet.
Oh, dude,
Wow.
you were
remember
working
that.
it,
It's
man.
the sanctified Sammy Davis Jesus. That's what he's
Sanctified.
always been after me. That's it.
That's what we've called you forever. We have thought that, man. We love it, though. So we're thrilled here. Now, why are you here? You're here because we are in the middle of a revival services. We've had 2 nights of It Is Time, and we've kind of...
Oh, that's what this is. You never...
Yeah, I never told you the thing we're doing.
The thing.
No,
I never... How'd that happen?
I don't know, but I want one of those.
Oh, we got it. We got plenty. I'll
We
get
can
you one.
hook you up.
Hook
All
you
right.
up right now. So It Is Time, and we're talking about outpouring, basically.
It is time for outpouring.
Yeah. And so we've been talking about fire, wind, rain. Anyway, it's been unthinkably good. God has been blessing. We've done a lot of these. That's why I didn't think about it, I guess. We've done, this is our 3rd or 4th time this year?
Oh, ask Allison.
3rd
Wow.
time this year. And then we're going to skip December and do it again January, Wednesday, Thursday night, and Friday
That
night.
is so
back to back.
awesome.
So
These
once a
Heavenly
month?
services. Once every other month right
Every
now.
other month.
And so we've been doing that, and it's been powerful because people are getting a chance to come into church,
Yeah.
see what God's doing. It's been powerful. So last night I preached Wednesday night. We had Pastor Willis from Oakdale, Louisiana here
Yeah, met him
last
today.
night, Thursday
Yeah.
night, and tonight it's you.
Oh, wait, I'm tonight?
You're tonight.
Oh.
Did you not know that too?
No, I knew that.
All right, so tonight it's you.
It's time.
Tonight it is time.
When I think of that, it's the guy that introduces the MMA or the boxing.
Oh, what is he? What the?
He says, I don't know. And now from it's time.
You should open service like that tonight. I think
Well, it
should
is
happen.
time.
It
It
would
is
be
time.
fantastic. And so tonight you're preaching, and
Yes.
then tomorrow we're having a ladies event
That's
at
it.
2:00,
At 2:00. That's
Yeah.
it.
which they won't see that by then,
No,
but it
it's
doesn't really
gonna
matter.
be late.
But Sennola will be speaking to our ladies
Yes.
on Saturday at 2, and then Sunday morning you're back with us again.
Yes.
And so we're just excited to have you here and looking forward to what happens here in the church tonight.
Yes,
so
sir.
what do you? It's 2020. It's 2021. Okay, we all know it's been
We're closing
crazy.
in on 22.
We're trying to get to 22, right? It sometimes feels
Yeah.
like, are we going to make the 22 or not?
Yeah.
But what are you feeling? What's the Lord showing you in these times? What do you guys?
Yeah. So we were driving in the car here, and I said, it's almost like we got up on the wrong side of the bed in 2020.
Well, that's the truth.
You know, it's sort of like you want to kind of blink your eyes or something and just kind of, say, oh, that was all a dream the last 18 or so months.
Right.
But
But wouldn't that be nice?
it would be. But, through all that we face in our lives, God is still faithful. And God is still God.
Right.
And I think that's one of the main things we have to remember is even in the most difficult times, God is still God. I had this, but I have recently begun to serve as a city councilman.
That's incredible.
In Owasso. And I've been serving since May, and the Lord just directed us to run and get involved and do more in the city of Owasso. So we do that. I had a chance recently to fly to D.C., and it was actually during the same week that they were voting whether there was going to be a government shutdown or not.
Oh, wow.
And had a chance to hear some speakers, the governor of New York, Governor Stitt, and some other congressmen and congresswomen. And the thing that one of the takeaways from being there is that the voice of God is so small, so soft, if you will. There's a lot of voices, but the voice of God
Come on.
And as people of God, we have to continue to be that voice.
Right.
We can rather than getting involved in all the rhetoric and opinions, and you know what? Listen, if it's not important to God, it's really just noise.
Exactly.
That's a great statement right there.
You know,
That's exactly right.
And so we have to, in the midst of all of this, and if we're willing to, God is speaking still. If we're willing to hear God's voice, even in the midst of all this, we'll come out on top. We'll come out better than we were. And I think that's the important thing, is that we don't lose our salvation, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of opportunities to lose your
good.
spiritual dignity. There's a lot of opportunities to kind of get sort of
In the mud.
in
the mess.
yeah, and and that's everywhere. It's in Owasso. It's
Right.
in. I'm sure it's here.
It's everywhere.
And so we.
So, man, what a powerful statement. You said the voice of God is small in
Yeah.
that place. That to me really shakes me a little bit.
Yeah.
I've avoided being involved with politics and stuff for years and years, and then this year, Lord's got me preaching to our church. Run for something.
Yeah.
Run for something.
Get it.
Yeah.
There's got to be some change. There's got to be some godly people somewhere.
Yeah.
So the voice of God can become, I didn't use this phrase, but now that I'm hearing it, can become bigger and
Yeah.
greater in all of that.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we just have a statement in our house and here at church as well. If you're going to voice a complaint about something,
Yeah.
then you have a responsibility to step up and make a difference.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to complain about it,
There's got to be action.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know we often hear the statement, we are the hands and feet of God.
Yes.
But sometimes, excuse me, one of our associate pastors spoke one Sunday, and he says, everybody wants to be a Christian until it's time to be one.
there you
wow.
go.
Wow, that's good.
Which means, comes a time when we have to, like you said, stand up, be the voice of God. Our theme at the Presence is unmute him.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
That's
year.
great.
Yeah. Unmute him.
Unmute him.
Yeah.
We're too silent at
Exactly.
sometimes. We're vocal about the things we don't need to be vocal about.
Right.
But then we're silent about the things of God. So it's time for us to unmute him.
Yes.
And so that the world will hear the voice of God. And if we are the hands and feet of Christ, we have to be that voice in this
Yes.
world.
Yeah.
Well, it is
Now.
time.
It
It
is
is
time.
time to unmute him. It is time for outpouring. It is time for revival. It is time for
Yes.
fire. It is time for wind. It is time for rain. It is time for grace.
Yes.
It is time for mercy.
Yes.
Well, we're finding ourselves, and I think you may have seen this too. We're finding ourselves wanting to argue with people for reasons we didn't know why we're arguing anymore.
That's true.
and it just, you can't even seem to walk anywhere without someone having an issue with your presence in the room.
Yeah.
Because of whatever, it's just in a place of massive division. And I know the church is struggling with that. I know the church worldwide is. I know the church in North Carolina is struggling with how do we keep unity in the midst of intentional division.
Yeah.
And it's been quite a thing to walk this life out, because as a Christian, my job is not to divide people,
Yeah.
but to connect people to Christ.
Yeah.
And so we're trying. It's a journey, and
Yeah.
I believe we're going to win this battle at some point in time.
That is it. Oh, it's written. We do win.
We're going to
Yeah,
win
we
this
do.
thing.
That's it.
It's just important for us to understand and never lose sight of who God is. When Jesus walked this earth, the 33 and a half years that he was here, he never got uptight about anything. They had to remind him that he had to pay taxes. And when they came and reminded him, he told one of his disciples, "Hey, go fishing." And the first thing, take care of that.
I have some gold floating in the river over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go pick that up.
God is our source. God is our healer.
I
God
love
is our
that.
protector. God is our savior. And none of that changes.
Right.
None of
None
that
of it.
changes. So,
Well, that is a powerful reminder of who he is, the supply of who he is, and all this stuff. I love that. You have something you want to say?
Well, I didn't want this to pass without him mentioning the theater aspect.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
So,
he teased everyone with it
I
early
did.
on.
This year we're doing a production called a WBRT Christmas. We're going to be a radio station.
Oh, cool.
And it's a radio talk show, and it's got a lot of twists and turns, and it's happening December 17th, 18th, and 19th, and they can go to thepresenceowasso.org to check it out. But we're excited about that.
That sounds
We
very
do
cool.
the theater. We still do the theater, but we're the Presence in Owasso.
And the web address one more time?
Yes, thepresenceowasso.org. www.www.www.org.
www. Man, we're so glad to have you here. Hey, guys, come check us out Sunday morning. Download the church app. Check out the presence in Owasso there and online as well. God's doing amazing things. We love you. Here at Central Triad Church, we're here to transform lives, produce believers, and impact the world. We'll talk to you soon.